After landing at Dubrovnik airport, we travelled north to Omiš and the Hotel Plaza, where we had this view from our room.
Next day we drove inland to the beautiful Krka National Park.
After a walk round the park and a lunch stop, we boarded a boat to Skradin, where we visited the Serbian Orthodox Church, now restored after destructive war damage.
On our return to Omiš, we had a beer and explored the town.
Inside, you will see through walking tour. Riva promenade was not here in the 3rd centuries. Here was the sea.
In Split we toured Diocletian's palace, built in 300 AD, and the old town.
Our gate, 4 main gates. And here you can see how they made this stone construction. It's always one stone in the center, like keystone. Keep all this without cement, without anything between. Only stone blocks on the stone blocks. So they cut it.
Later, our visit to Trogir was spoiled by the rain.
The following day, after a stop for coffee, we arrived at Mostar in Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Abandoned and damaged buildings are a sad reminder of the terrible war here in the Balkan countries. We walked down to the famous bridge, which has now been restored.
Next time,
and had lunch in a restaurant overlooking it.
After wandering a little more, we returned to the bus for the journey on to Dubrovnik.
But after the fall of, during the fall of Constantinople, the Turks used gunpowder, cannonballs, and cannon. The strongest one we ever had was in 1667, and we cannot be sure. All right, you can see that now. see new buildings from Italian architects that were completely on Renaissance style.
After a conducted tour of the famous city, we paid 70 kuna to walk around the wall.
The views both inside and outside the city are stunning. Halfway round the wall, we stopped for a welcome beer.
On our return to ground level, we ate a pizza here and explored some more before returning to our hotel on the bus. Our last trip took us across the border to Montenegro, where we drove around the inland sea to the medieval town of Kotor.
We continued to Budva, where we ate lunch by the sea before catching the ferry for our return to Dubrovnik.
On our last day, we enjoyed a walk around the peninsula with a stop for coffee at this bay and a beer opposite the cruise terminal.
As we walked on, the cruise ships sailed past on the way to their next brief city visit. We knew we were back when we saw the island opposite our hotel.